Happy St. Patrick's Day. Mike Marsden right around the corner on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
I enjoy a little booty in the britches from time to time. You don't have to be Latino or African American to appreciate a little hump in the rump. There's nothing like a pair of Levi's or Wranglers that are filled all the way to capacity. Honestly, I enjoy the booty dances. I have them all favorited on YouTube. I like a little wobble wobble, especially when I listen to Snoop Dogg. It's almost like a great booty closes any cultural gaps in society that may exist.
And cue.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of that rap back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groovy long hair, just walking in style with a party full MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee on St. Patty's Day, 2016.
St. Patty's Day. What are we going to do after this? Get drunk? I'm just kidding.
Nah.
Yeah, no, that's not a good idea.
Nah, we don't do good.
We don't do good. It's like one and done.
I'm drinking from a green coffee mug.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
And did you notice I put on my green shirt?
Oh, I'm not. Oh, I've got green pants on, so I can't get pinched.
Yeah. I'm going to pinch you anyway.
No, well, then I'm going to pinch you
when you're walking by,
anyway.
I'm going to be like, hey, sweet cheeks. And then I was just like, get a little grab of that.
Well, what if I do the same to you? Are you going to be weirded out?
And I'll be like, ooh.
I'll be like, bruh.
I'll be like, oh, baby.
Bruh.
But did you know I put this on because in honor of St. Patrick's Day?
I didn't know that.
Because I didn't have to throw a shirt on over my T-shirt.
I thought you were just doing it to be fancy and snazzy. And
No, it's just you and me. I could sit here in my boxers.
Bruh.
I could.
Well, I'm wearing green pants, but I didn't intend it to be this way. I was like, these are comfy. These are comfy pants.
I have a secret for you.
What's the secret?
I didn't really intend for this to be either. I just noticed I happened to grab a green shirt.
Yeah, that's what.
But it could have been a whole subliminal thing.
Maybe.
You know, me knowing it was St. Patrick's Day. And
so, like, you just kind of did it because
Yeah.
it was your
we
gravitation.
need to start asking the guests on the show today if they have any St. Patrick's Day plans. Like,
Yeah.
no, you kind of ruined them, Chris Top, because, you got us on the show today on St. Patrick's Day.
I was going to go out to the bar with my friends, but now I can't.
Going to put on my red wig, go get
And pretend
drunk,
I'm ginger.
green beer,
Or Irish. I guess it's Irish.
chill. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Brain fart.
Yeah, who knows? So I feel. Why do you make fart noises?
Because I thought it would be fun.
I thought we were like not in the 6th grade anymore.
Well, we act like we are. Actually, we're 5.
We do. We make fart noises all the time. I mean, we don't do it on the air,
and
but
then
we do it.
laugh
like,
about it.
Yeah.
We don't do it on the air. I just
You would
did.
think we were like 6. Because it'll be like quiet in the room and we'll make those noises and then we'll just start laughing. I don't know
It's
why.
funny. I think
Yeah.
farts are funny.
They are.
I don't know why. They just are.
People don't do it in movies very often, but when they do, it's just as funny in the movie.
It is.
Yeah, it's good. It's like a cheap laugh, but it works every single time.
I don't know why it's so funny. Even talking about it is making me laugh.
I mean, you would think with it being a natural thing, it wouldn't be as embarrassing as it is like if you did it in public. But if you ever let one rip in an elevator and
it
it's loud,
smells.
yeah, then you're going to be so embarrassed.
Right.
But it's a natural thing. You'd think people would be okay with it.
But I mean, it smells. That's why people aren't okay with it. It comes out your butt and
Not
it smells.
all the time.
It comes out your butt.
Not
and it
all the
smells.
time. It doesn't smell.
Yeah, but it still comes out your butt.
Hey, if you just tuned in and this is your first time listening to the show, we do not talk about gas hardly ever. Okay, just so you know.
We should start talking about gas more
No,
often.
we shouldn't. I mean, that's just not... Oh, gosh. Okay, can you get this out of your system, please? Right now, Mike's listening. He's like, man, what am I doing on this show? This isn't cool at all. Okay, that's good. Stop.
All right, that's enough for us.
Just
That's enough.
stop. So Kristen Chandler, she lined up Mike Marsden. I keep on calling him Mark because it's like Mike Mark, but it's Mike Marsden. Yeah. So, but he seems like a really cool guy, and this will be like the first time we've ever really talked to him at all. Because usually this, when we communicate, it's directly to the artist, but this has been through Kristen.
Yeah,
so.
usually we arrange it, but
Oh my gosh, what if he doesn't like us?
then we're gonna hang up on him and leave.
What if? Oh, I'm scared. I'm nervous now.
If it gets awkward, let's just awkwardly end the show.
We'll just be like, and then just cut it off. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. So you always got to have like an exit plan.
No, not always.
Always. Because you never know how something's going to go down. So there's always an exit plan, like whenever you go to any kind of a social gathering, anything like that.
Oh, I don't think like that because I just like people.
If things go south, then you got to have a way out.
Well, I just kind of make it up on the fly.
Yeah, I have an exit plan for everything in the back of my mind.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I do. I really, really, really do.
I'll let you keep doing that.
I keep blush in my pocket so I can put it on my cheeks and make them red and be like, man, I'm not feeling good.
Really?
I do. Like whenever I go to social events, I keep that in my pocket.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I keep a little spray bottle in my pocket too so I can spray my forehead.
Really?
Yeah, so
That's
way...
sad.
That way... Yeah, I got it confused
that
with my...
That shows how much of a non-social
I got it confused with my glasses cleaner one time, and I sprayed my forehead with that, and I broke out. But it looked better, even.
Well, then you really were sick.
Yeah, I really was. So, I mean, it wasn't even an excuse.
That's ridiculous.
Well, it just, it's just how it's got to be sometimes. You're absolutely positively in the right place. This is the Chris Top program. Mike Marsden coming right up.
When I think of Magnolia Emporium, I think of Randy. I mean, we could talk about how wonderful he is at what he does, but the one thing that sets this design firm apart from any other one is the simple fact that Randy's just a good guy. Honesty, integrity, and a big heart. Isn't that what you're really looking for? Give Randy a call. 704-248-6808. Magnolia Emporium. We want your space to reflect your success.
4 days out of the year, June 9th through the 12th, talented dorks of the world meet under one roof at B.B. King's Blues Club, Nashville, Tennessee. After 3 days of interviews, the Chris Top program, Magnolia Emporium, and B.B. King's Blues Club, Nashville, will bring you the WABA Awards 2016.
2 full hours of laughs, tears, triumph, and loss. Many of your favorite artists will be performing live.
This entire event is free to the public.
Everyone is encouraged to show up live and in person and listen to each live broadcast.
Feel free to get a picture on the red carpet with your favorite artist. You are all invited free of charge to the WABA Awards too. Remember, the event will not cost anyone a dime, but we are encouraged to buy food and drinks at B.B. King's, and don't forget to tip your server.
Some lucky listeners will win free food vouchers while attending the awards ceremony. Some will even get a sweet treat from Hayes Sugar Shop and leave smitten. Keep checking this page along with Facebook for the most current details.
We want to thank everybody for taking the rocky road to working on being awesome with us. June 12th, 2016, a handful of the world's most talented will walk away with a WABA Award.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program.
And if you're not listening to the Chris Top program, you are absolutely positively
No, I see what you did there.
in the wrong place.
See, we should be talking about St. Patrick's Day stuff. And then Mike made it worse because he answered the phone and was like, fart noises, I'm in. I'm all in.
Yes, it's a fart noise party.
Oh, my gosh. You got any plans tonight, Mike, for St. Patrick's Day or what?
You know what? You guys were talking about the green wigs and that, and the green beer. And there was a day when I used to put on my green wig, and I would go out and we would race to see how many green beers we could drink before we didn't remember how many we drank.
Right.
Nowadays, it's more like I'll get done with this interview and go to McDonald's and get like a Shamrock Shake. That's probably what will happen, and that'll be great for me.
When is that turning point? I mean, in your life where it's okay to get, just drunk and sick, and then all of a sudden you wake up one morning and it's just too much for you?
For me, it was, I'm a dad. So when my son came around, he definitely changed that kind of lifestyle for me. That did the trick for me. And I think it kind of comes with age too. Like there's some, like you take a spring break and you're like, this is my last time I can do this anymore.
But it takes a few times though, because when you're hugging the toilet, you're like, this is it. I'm done. And then next week you're doing it again.
Yeah. Like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, it's like how many times do we have to make that mistake before we finally learn? It's just
exactly.
It's nuts.
If that happens to me now, when I know that it takes a whole day of me having to lay on my couch, it's just not worth it anymore.
Right. Now, how old's your son?
He is 5.
5 years old. So he changed your life drastically 5 years ago.
Exactly. Yes.
Now, has he already started playing any instruments?
You know what? He plays the guitar a little bit. It's cool because when I'm playing mine, he'll go in his room and he'll grab his real quick, and then I'll try to teach him, and he'll just give me that. Yeah, I don't need your help. Which is great. He's got that ambition in him. But he's a big Disney Xfinity fan. That's his thing right now is video games.
As long as that doesn't take him over, as long as he still has that love for the guitar.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
And that's what, I was over at a friend's house the other day and he was playing Xfinity with a friend and then they had Rock Band. So I of course jumped on that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey buddy, you want to play Rock Band? I was trying everything I could do to get him to play. And he wasn't into it. He was like, can we get Disney Xfinity back on? I think that'll come. I think that will come. He's starting he sings in the car. And it's great. So I'm happy with that point.
Now, the day that he picks up the guitar and he actually, maybe he's a little better than you, are you going to be proud or jealous?
That's when we stop. That's when I'm like, okay, son, you've gone far enough.
You're good.
That'll be great. He's so smart that I could totally see that happening.
That's cool.
Totally see him.
And that's what you want. That's what you want as a dad, I think.
Absolutely.
Now, you started playing, because he's got an advantage over you, because you started playing, I think it was when you were 15. Did I read that right?
Yeah, about there. I started, my parents put me in piano lessons when I was about 6 years old.
Okay.
And then my best friend started playing guitar, and I remember being like, that's cooler than the piano.
It's mobile.
Yeah. And then he called me one day and he's like, dude, I just got an electric guitar. Listen to this Jimi Hendrix Star Spangled Banner. And I was like, okay.
It's done. It's over.
I need to start playing guitar. So yeah, that was probably around 14, 15 years old. Yep.
Gotcha. So it's just been life-changing ever since.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now
music has been with me for a long time.
Now, I know your son is probably the most important thing in your life. I get that. But take him out of the equation for a second. How important is music to you at this point? Because you do a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, and you perform, and you write, and you do all this stuff.
Yeah, it's the number one. It's just something that, for me, it's an escape. It's just something that when you have the dream of music and you can pick up a guitar, it's like everything else goes away. There's I'm not late on my electric bill anymore because I'm playing the guitar.
Yes, and, I know exactly what you're saying. Yep. Yeah. And we need that. I mean, there's always going to be bills that we're late on or some problem, and we spend all of our lives, wishing it was tomorrow because life's going to be better. But there's always something that gets in the way or that ruins our day. But if you can have that escape or that therapy, then that's just going to make your life a little more complete. Because so many times we look back and we realize that we missed the good old days.
That is well said.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Very good.
Thank you. See, I'm good at that stuff. I actually
you
wrote it down.
You really are.
I wrote it down, and it's
no, you didn't. Stop BSing everybody. You're just good at that stuff. Just admit it.
Okay.
All right,
okay.
what are you reading?
This whole show's scripted. What did he do?
It's from Shakespeare.
Damn that Chris Top. Damn that Chris Top. So if I want to come and hang out with you, see you play live somewhere, are you doing anything locally right now?
I am. I've been working on the album the last 2 months. So right now, I barely got the songs to you to play today. I actually got the masters back yesterday.
Dude, I haven't even heard them yet. I'm totally taking a chance with you.
Oh boy!
Yeah, these could suck.
Oh man,
and I have no idea.
Things will get real awkward real quick.
Oh well, I wasn't nervous. But now,
see, we usually preview the songs, but
yes.
I trust Kristen. You know, so we usually preview the songs first. But I've heard your older stuff, and I really dig you. So I'm thinking, okay, it's not that much of a chance. So this is like stepping out on a limb for us.
Oh, this is great. Right. This is the kind of experiments I like.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're just kind of winging it, and if it's bad, we'll be like, we gotta go.
Yeah, man, we got this another interview coming up. Pizza guy's outside. We gotta
We've
go.
got
Fart
to bounce.
noises.
Bye. Duty calls.
Perfect. Yeah,
now,
so I'm working on some shows right now. I have one April 6th, and that's at the pub.
Okay.
It's by Bar Louie. It's in the Gulch in Nashville. And it's just kind of like an acoustic thing that I'm doing. But you can actually buy the hard copy of the CD that day. I get those on April 5th. That's when it's all going to be on iTunes. And
okay.
That's when it officially I will have copies to get.
So the cool thing is we're debuting these songs.
You are that's pretty much how I've been promoting this. This is the first time that you or anybody
sweet
gets to hear these songs.
Sweet. I feel special.
You are. Yeah.
I feel special because we get to actually play these for the very first time.
We're not worthy.
Yeah, and it may crash and burn, or it may be great.
Or it may be like Hallelujah.
Is that a cricket I hear back? What is that?
Yeah, we'll just take one song at a time. We can do that.
Right. Okay, so let's get started. I just kind of loaded them up. As Fast as You. Okay, so now did you write all these songs?
I did.
Sweet.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about this one. Where did it come from?
This was a song that, with my producer, it was one of those things where we weren't even going to do this one. I had another one that I had already picked that I'm like, let's do this song. Mm-hmm. And then I played this one for me. He's like, well, why don't you just play some other ones you got? So I played this one, and he's like, no, we need to do that one. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I don't know. He's like, no, let's do that one. Mm-hmm. I said, okay. So I took a chance. And I said, let's do it. And I think it turned out great. My last girlfriend broke up with me via text as I was playing this song.
Oh,
wow!
Now, are you still friends with her?
That's the worst way to break up with somebody.
We haven't talked in a while.
Okay,
no.
so can I say this without you getting? What a loser!
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm just gonna say no comment, and because I have no idea who's listening to this show.
Gotcha.
But I love everybody.
Gotcha.
But I love everybody. That's freaking brilliant.
So she did it in a text.
Yeah. I mean, we talked after it because I'm yeah.
But that's the hard part.
Exactly.
I mean, once that's out of the way, then everything's cool. You can yell and scream and it's cool, or you can be awkward and it's cool. That's the hard part.
Oh, I definely yelled and screamed after I got it in a text. I was like, what?
Yeah. You're breaking up with me in a text
message. In a text message.
But, things happen for a reason. And, this song was perfect to put on an EP. So...
Okay, now normally what I do in a show is I've already heard the songs, a few times. So we'll chit-chat during the song.
Okay.
But we're not going to do that this time because I haven't heard the song.
Mm-hmm. So we got to know if it's good or not.
So
I'll just sit back and pray and cross my fingers that you guys are still on the line after this is done.
You'd be like, Chris, Al, you there?
Technical difficulties.
So when we come back, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I'm not going to tell you one of them, but the one that might be hard for you, and you can be thinking about this during the break. Okay. If you had 5 minutes to sit down with anybody, this could be anybody living or dead throughout history, doesn't matter, but all you have is 5 minutes to sit down with them and have a cup of coffee, who would it be?
Lucky for you, I heard that question in your last segment.
So you were prepared.
Yeah.
So I could have just skipped that altogether then and then just sprung it on him.
You could blindside me with it.
Hashtag blindside.
Okay, so this is Mike Marsden, As Fast as You, for the very first time, right here on the Chris Top program.
lucky one. Why do you always build me up and turn me down? You still don't think I have a heart to break? Am I always just a little too late? Are you tired of me? But you must have known what you were doing when you turned and walked away. You must have known what you were doing. You made my love again. I tried to give you more than I thought you deserved, and then you ran so fast I couldn't catch up again. I'm taking all of your pictures down. I'm leaving this damn town, and I'm taking back the memories of you. You must have known what you were doing. You turned and walked away. You must have known what you were doing. 'Cause you made my love again. You keep on taking more than you know you deserve. So when you come around, I'll run as fast as you. As fast as you. As fast as you.
As Fast as You, if you just turned in, that's Mike Marsden right here on the Chris Top program. And that's the very first time it's been played anywhere. And Mike, are you prepared?
Hello? You guys still there?
Are you prepared? Are you ready?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
still here.
All right, this is what I'm a little disappointed
Uh-oh.
because I really wanted to trash the song because that makes for better radio. And it's just kind of fun sometimes, but I can't.
Perfect.
I listened.
Perfect answer.
I listened intensely because it's the first time I've heard it, and one of the things I can't remember the line exactly, but it was like spending time with her instead of his friends
Yes.
or something, and I can totally relate to that because I look back at summers in my life, at times in my life, these little snapshots, and I think, man, I wasted so much time with her, and I would love to have these memories to look back on with my friends. And I was totally drawn into that song because of that line. And very easy to listen to, very upbeat, and a good positive message,
Thank
I
you.
think. So what's your play on it, Allie?
I was about to say, I've got a little bit of a different review.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, man.
She's rough, man. I like it, okay? So at least it's 50%. Okay, what do you think?
I love it. But here's the thing. Like, it doesn't bring me to the same place that it brings you. Like, I love that voice type. And
Yeah.
every time I hear that voice type and those kind of, the arrangement, I guess, I think of having an adventure and a quest in, like, the Dark Ages. And I think about riding
Are
a
you
horse.
smoking marijuana?
I'm not smoking marijuana. I think
Okay.
about riding a horse. I got a leather backpack
What
on,
are you talking about? Did we listen to the
and
same song?
I got a sword in my hand, and
What?
I'm about to go defeat some evil person. But in this song,
You're tripping.
somebody that I was like friends with like betrayed me and joined that evil person.
Dude, you are weird, Allie.
How many green beers have we been drinking?
Yeah, that's what I
That's
am
just,
wanting to know.
No, I didn't have anything. That's just
But at
where
least
my
you
mind
liked
goes
it.
to. I like it, and it just makes me want to go have a quest.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but it's a compliment.
It is.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it.
I like songs. I like songs that bring me
Today's
to
a
that
good
place.
quest day.
Good quest day. It's St.
nice
Patrick's Day.
outside. Let's go
Right.
defeat evil.
Okay, so I don't know if what Allie said was your intentions on the song, but
Everyone has their own opinion. I'll take that as positive. And
And-
if you want a quest, I will be happy to play that for people that are like, I need some adventure in my life, and I'll be like, try this song out.
All right.
maybe Allie can write your review. I mean, it may not.
Yes.
I don't know.
The places where songs take me to are not necessarily the places
I
where it takes
I
other
can't
people
wait
to.
to hear your take on the next one.
I'll probably want to go on another quest.
Oh my goodness. So when are people going to be able to buy As Fast as You?
April 5th is when everything will be available. iTunes, Spotify, You can buy the CD on my website. You can actually pre-order the CD right now on my website as well.
And where's your website if I want to stalk you?
www.MikeMarsdenmusic.com.
Okay, Marsden.
That is correct.
MikeMarsdenmusic.com. And they can link up with you. Any of your sites from there, like your Twitter?
Yeah,
you do Instagram too?
The Twitter is on there. You know, I'm Chris Perry, who's a friend of Kristen's, who told her about me. He's the one that got me on Twitter like a month ago. So I'm still trying to learn the ropes of Twitter.
Hey, we'll be Twitter buddies for life.
Perfect.
You and
Twitter
me.
buddies.
We got this.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm still trying to, like, you know, if I want to talk, because I'm from Wisconsin, so I'm like, if I want to talk to Aaron Rodgers, shouldn't I be able to do that here on Twitter? So why hasn't he responded back?
That's great.
Now, are you pretty good about getting back, like with fans and stuff like that if they tweet you?
Yeah, I love talking to people and interacting, and you know, I'm kind of new, and I've done a solo project before, but I'm kind of new in the game of all of this, so not too many people know me right now, which is fine. So it just, I love to do what I'm doing now and play the music, and this is the funnest part to me, is just to try to win people over with it, and get their take on it.
Well, at least 3 people are listening to you now.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so I mean, at least you're going to have 3 more people that have heard your music. I was going to say
to at least 3 people.
I was going to say 3 more fans, but they may not have liked it. So
well,
see, that's the
you
thing.
never know how them 3 people can spread, and
Right.
go on a quest. And
I was
just
about to
let
say.
everyone hear the music.
they can jump on their horse and right away in slow motion with their sword.
Exactly.
Okay, so if you... I know you're prepared for one question. You probably heard this one too on the other show. Superhero power. If you could have any superhero power, what would it be?
Oh, that's easy. I would love to fly, because I'm like late to everything that I'm supposed to be at. So just to be able to just fly and kind of just get there faster.
See, it kills me. Like talented people like Mike, they're always slackers. They're late,
Yeah.
but they can get away with it because it's like that. It's like the eccentricness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And flying is perfect too, to where you can't get that front row seat at a show, an outdoor show.
So you can just hover.
You just fly right up.
You just
I was
hover.
about to say
aerial
that.
view.
Why can't? Why doesn't anybody ever say teleporting? Because I mean, with flying, you're
Well,
gonna
he's got a
knock
good
into
reason
stuff.
for that.
True.
Because if he
can-
teleported there, he still wouldn't get the front row.
Right.
But if
Exactly.
he flies, then he can just hover
Then he can
above
just
it
hover
and
above
watch.
it, yeah.
That's the best excuse I've ever heard, like for wanting to fly over teleport.
I mean,
Sure.
if they teleport me on the stage, that would be a good view too.
Well, then you'd probably get
I
kicked
guess.
off.
Yep.
But then you could just keep teleporting.
Who's
back
this
to the stage.
weirdo on the stage? And
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike, who? What? What? Who are you? Get off the stage. And then they kick
Get
you
off the stage.
That wouldn't work. Okay, so Run to You
All right.
is the next song.
Run to the quest.
So what's this one about?
This is kind of the theme of, what this whole EP is about. It's called Back to the Music EP. And I think that in everybody's life, if they have a dream, I think that there's times where you can lose focus of that. And all of these songs are about what has kept me away from my dream. And sometimes I think maybe relationships can get in the way of that. There's a song in there called Sing the Blues that my good friend Nikki Williams sang on, that is basically a life of how am I going to pay my rent, and how we all are affected with everyday life, and we all in some way sing the blues. We all have something that at one point we are sad about. And so that's another thing. This song is just kind of keep running. No matter what happens, just keep following your dream and, keep going after that light. And that's kind of, this one's the first one on the album. It's kind of a jump start to, all right, here we go.
Yeah, and I haven't heard the song yet, so I don't know if I'm going to like the song, but I'm totally in love with the message, and I'll tell you why. I've done probably 1,000+ interviews. I'm not talking about radio interviews. I'm talking about like people looking for jobs.
Okay.
And in every one of the job interviews, I'll ask the question, so what do you want to do? And it's always, well, I'm going to school to be a nurse or a dentist or a lawyer or whatever the case may be. And they answer the question. I look at them and I say, well, what do you really want to do?
What do you really want to do?
You know?
That's a good question to ask.
Yeah, and they look at me like, well, I just told you. And I said, no, like, what did you want to do before life really happened? Before people started telling you to be practical? You know, what was it you wanted to do? What would really make you happy? And every time it's dancer, painter, musician. You know, I used to play, but then, you know, I had to start paying bills, or, you know, I got my girlfriend knocked up, and then I had to go get a job at Train and do this. And, you know, and it's, people just lose sight, I think, of what really makes them happy. And even if you get stuck in this shitty job, you know, at least make sure it's a shitty job that still allows you to have a quality of life where you can still pursue those dreams.
Exactly.
And do those things. So this is a great message. I'm so happy you did this, because you don't hear this a lot in songs. So
yeah,
we'll
this
see.
is the whole project. If I can just get people to, hey, follow your dream. You know, don't let anything hold you back, because you never know what can happen.
Yes, absolutely. And how great is that? Run to you, Mike Marsden, on the Chris Top program.
The sunlight on my skin, and then it ends as a new day just begins. Oh, I wonder where my friends have gone. The road it leads me all alone. I guess there's no place I can call my own. I keep on running. One day I'll make it through. I'm always hoping that someday I'll be like you. I see the light shining in the dark, right beside our heart. It's true, I will run to you. Day that when we pray, and we'll know just what to say. Oh, there's no more crying and no pain. We'll never have to see the rain. Until that day, well, I guess we're all the same. Let's keep on running. One day we'll make it through. Let's keep on hoping that someday I'll be like you. You have a light shining in the dark, right beside our heart. It's true. If I believe, if we believe, oh, we won't have to think that it's strange. Our heart can still make this world change. Let's come together now with just one voice. Let's keep on running. One day we'll make it through, and let's keep on hoping that someday I'll be like you. You have a light shining in the dark, right beside our heart. It's true. I will run to you. I will run to you. We have a light shining in the dark, right beside our heart. It's true. I will run to you.
So when you first look at the title, you're thinking it's a love song. But when he's talking about running to you, he's actually talking about running toward that dream, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and see, that to me makes the song cool because it's not really what you're expecting, and it's like I said before the song even started, it's a good message, and it paid off for me in the song. Great, that's a good song, man.
Thank you.
It really is. I think that's my favorite so far, just because of the message, and I think that's an important message because you look around the country and all these programs, because not every kid plays football, not every kid plays basketball. I mean, there's a lot of kids that love music and love acting, and those programs are dying out. So it's music like that we need out there to inspire people to keep pushing forward, I think, and to keep those programs alive. So that song's got my vote. What do you think?
I love this song, and I'm not on the same quest anymore, I guess. But but here we go again.
Oh God.
It's a Star Wars vibe for me for some reason. I'm
What?
thinking about Anakin Skywalker and like the big fight that happened between him and Obi-Wan. I don't know why it takes me that place, but it just does.
Had he heard this song, he may have stayed on the good side, on the light side.
Yeah. See?
So there you go.
I like that. Yeah.
So this song is even more epic than the other one.
I mean, because I don't know if it was just the epicness of it or how the guitar was being played, but it took me to Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting.
We need to mix in some lightsaber sounds.
Oh yeah, I'll do a remix.
The Star Wars remix.
Yeah, you could do a single and just put in the lightsaber sounds and stuff like that.
My producer would hate me if I come up to him after he, I asked him today. I'm like, so how was it like not getting up, today and hearing my songs? He's like, I slept a lot. Okay, cool. Oh, I have a new idea now. I need you to go back and do some lightsaber sounds.
Yeah, and we want to get Yoda to harmonize.
Exactly.
I just got to sing a few lines backwards, and we'll be good.
So it's got to be like that.
Run to you.
Hey, that was
Whoa,
good.
Can you do that again,
That was
please?
good.
Oh man, run to you.
Can you say Wabo with me?
Oh, wobble,
Wabba.
Yeah, Waba with me
Wabba.
in the Yoda voice.
wobble.
That's really good.
Can we use that?
We need to get some sound clips. That's funny.
Wabba.
That's
That was
funny.
such a perfect Yoda voice.
I apologize because I'm telling people you need to vote for me for the awards, and I was like, it's a WOBA award. Oh man,
That happens all the time. I've even got a promo that says it's not Woba, it's Waba.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. As long as they understand what it means, I'm good. I'm good with it. Working on being awesome. So, all
Working
right.
on being awesome, you must.
You're right. Well, I'm glad we went away from the fart show to at least, we geeked out. That's good.
You can bring it back. I think it's a good start for any hour. So
It's a good
bring it
fart.
back.
It's a good fart for us, yeah. Okay. The coffee question.
I don't know this one. I haven't studied up on this one.
Okay, so if you had 5 minutes to sit down with anybody, living or dead, to have a cup of coffee, who would it be?
Okay, you threw me for a loop because I thought you were going to ask me what kind of coffee I like.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now then you went back to what I know.
Right.
Thinking about this, I just got done reading. I'm almost done reading. It's taken a long time. I read the Keith Richards Life book. And
dude, I bet that's a roller coaster.
Yeah, and his documentary, I don't know if it's still on Netflix, is tremendous, and it talks about his new album. And I would definitely like to sit down with that guy.
Now, would you like to sit down with Keith today or Keith, say, 20 years ago?
If I sat down with him 20 years ago, it probably wouldn't be in a coffee shop. So
you'd be in a hookah bar somewhere.
Of today, yes.
So it's cool though to see somebody like that and how they've overcome these demons and these things and why they are who they are today.
Exactly. I saw them when they played here in Nashville, and I was outside just sweating profusely. It was very hot, and I'm up there, and this guy is just, out of all the years and all of the abuse on his body, this guy is like jumping around like he's still 20.
I don't know how they do it, man.
I have no idea. Unless there's like the whole stage is like cooled, and there's his shirt was blowing a lot.
Right.
So, unless there's like fans that make it feel like it's, 50 or 60 degrees up there. But I just watched it. I'm like, when they first started the first song, it's just something about that music that you're like, this is music.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, the whole show. So yeah, I would definitely like to sit down and just be like, how do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, how do they keep? They've got to love it. I guess that's what it is. You do your whole life what you're happy doing, then it doesn't matter how old you are. You're just going to keep doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I encourage people to like. Don't let your job right now slow you down if you're a musician, because if no one hears you, no one will know.
Sure.
And you never know who you pass by, and the guy bagging your groceries at the store could be a tremendous musician.
Yeah, and in Nashville, that's a very good possibility.
Yes.
You're getting your hair cut, you're getting your nails done, you're out eating somewhere. And Nashville's full of great musicians, and they're all out there, and they're hanging on to that dream. So that's I like you, Mike.
Oh, I like you too.
Man, I was like, I didn't know before we started, because we're really particular when we decide who we're going to put on the show. I mean, there has to be some kind of a bond, and we look for talented people, of course, but we also look for people that have a good heart, that are good people, and
no douchebag zone.
Exactly.
Good point.
And you're a good guy, so I'm happy that you're here, and I hope you win an award. I would like to present you with a WABA.
Oh, thank you.
That would be cool.
Yeah, the dream one is definitely. I feel like that defines me. Of just it took a lot to get to this point, and I never thought that where we recorded it, who played on it. Like I never thought that would ever happen, and it's just been great to have it all come together the way that it did. Has been awesome. So I love what you're doing on the show. Every artist that I've heard you have on there, I'm just like, wow.
Well, thank you.
Wow, they're good, and I love that you're using people like me who are working their way up, and you give them a chance to do this.
Oh, well,
it means a lot to us as an artist.
Well, I certainly appreciate you saying that, and we hear that from time to time, and every time I hear it, it actually makes me a little misty eyed, because I don't know, I feel good.
Oh no! We'll wait till the next song.
Great.
I want to see what kind of vibe this one puts
now, see,
me in. I'm
this
excited.
One, now I'm biased though, because this one's not. It's not going to be as fair, because I already like Mike. Mm-hmm. So I mean, even if it's not great, I'm still going to like it.
I just
probably
want to see what kind of mood it puts me in. I was on a quest, and now I'm in Star Wars. Where am I going to go next?
Yeah, well,
man,
stay with me.
Titanic for you.
Stay with me is going to have to be really bad for me not to like it.
That's not even possible at this point.
Yes, I don't even know now. Okay, if you had a dream venue, like a dream stage that you could play on, where's that at?
I've always been a fan of Red Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been there. I've seen DVDs though of shows there, and it just like that backdrop and the audience, that would be incredible. The weather always seems like cool when people play, like it's just right, and there's like a mist and fog that come up, and the rocks in the background. I would love to play there.
Okay, you wake up one morning, you hop on your bus, and the bus lets you off at this giant stadium. There's 10,000 people in the stadium. You walk in, you feel this bass in your chest. They're stomping their feet. They're yelling, Mike Marsden, Mike Marsden. You get up on stage. You're that guy now. You've reached that pinnacle of your success. What are you going to do to give back?
Oh, man, that is a great question. Boy, I did not know that this one was asked, but this.
I'm trying to throw you for some loops because I know you've been listening.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, what I would do is just make that performance something that's unforgettable, and the emotion that I would have in that is I would want to put a show on of a lifetime, kind of like that Rolling Stones one that I told you I went to, and you just hear the first note and you're like, this is music. Mm-hmm. I would want everyone that came to that show to just feel, a movement inside of them. Like this takes us away to that place that we're not late on our electric bill, and we don't have this, problem in our lives, because this music is taking us away from that.
Nice. Now, and when you do reach that point, we get backstage passes, right?
Yeah, by then you may be able to fly.
Sweet. So we're gonna hold you to it.
Absolutely. And backstage, I'll give you like the coupon for backstage for life.
Nice.
I've had such a great time.
And this is recorded. Don't forget.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We can rewind and redo.
I'm just saying. If you forget, then we've got
clip.
Proof.
You'll have your phone out and be like, "But Mike,
I got this, buddy. Come on."
Great.
Okay, so Stay With Me. What's it about?
This is it's a breakup song, and I think every time that you go through a breakup, I think you find that one band or that one song that you're like, okay, this song was written for me.
Yeah.
And this is everything that my breakup was.
I'm sensing some desperation in the title, though.
There is
Okay.
because this is the breakup song where you desperately want that person back. As Fast as You, the first one that you played, is more like I'm out of here.
Right.
Kind of breakup. This one is, I cannot go on if you're not here.
The one that shouldn't have gotten away got away.
Exactly. And the backstory is I actually sent this song to who I wrote it for last night, and I got the text of, I'm crying.
Oh.
So to me,
is
I'm
there
like mission accomplished.
Okay.
But we're totally super friends now, and it's glad that we can remain friends. And,
Gotcha.
Yeah, but again, things happen for a reason in life, and whether this song was the reason for that happening, I just think that it's a great song for if someone's going through a very bad breakup. Mm-hmm. I hope that they can use this song to help them through it.
Nice. And out of the three, and without hearing this one yet, which one's your favorite? As Fast as You, Run to You, or Stay with Me?
I've always been. I like rock. I like those guitar-driven songs. So I would say Run to You.
Okay.
But they're all special to me.
Sure, or they wouldn't be on the album.
Exactly.
Gotcha. All right, Mike Marsden, Stay With Me on the Chris Top program.
Well, I can't move and I can't breathe, 'cause I'm not the person you want me to be. And you'll move on and I'll stay strong, just thinking I could win you back with just one song. And I don't want you to leave, and I don't want to miss the sound of your heartbeat. Just stay with me, just stay with me. Oh baby, please. And time moves on, yeah, it moves so slow, when the one you love is the one who lets you go. And you try to move, and you try to show that even now they're the only one you could ever know. And I don't want you to leave, and I don't want to miss the sound of your heartbeat. So just stay with me, won't you stay with me? Oh baby, please. And you say you wanna still be friends, but I know how that always ends. Well, it could never be the same. And I know that you'll find someone new. Well, I just hope that the love is true, like mine was to you.
Okay, before Stay With Me, I heard Run to You, and I guess that was my favorite just because of what I do and what this show is about and the message that we try to send out there. I mean, it would be a great theme song for this show, to be honest with you. But then I hear Stay With Me, and that song is special. And I'll tell you, I can hear people playing that on their car radio. That one could be a hit. I could hear them playing on their car radio just thinking about their senior prom. And it may have been 30 years ago. And then when you can bring back those types of memories and stir that up in somebody, you've got a hit.
Oh, that's a good illustration. Thank you.
Yes, because that one gave me some chills.
Good. I like chills.
Yeah, and I think it's probably a combination of the story, the way the melody came together, the way Stay With Me fit in there perfectly when you sang it. I mean, there was just something very uplifting about that, and I have a great appreciation for that song. And if I had to pick a hit out of the three, it would be that one for me. What do you think, Allie?
I really liked this song, and it gave me different emotions. Like it didn't take me to a place or anything, but like people, it got me to thinking. Like other people play such a strong role in our lives, and when they're not there anymore, or when they're not there in the same way, it's just not the same, and you can't really ever get over that.
I mean, it could even bring up memories like for somebody that's maybe even passed.
Yeah, and that's what it was bringing up for me, and I started crying a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Because it just reminds me
that's good.
of,
That's good. Yeah.
you know, people that aren't in my life anymore, and it's really sad. And
Yeah.
it's there, there's like the song said, time is going to, pass and everything, but
And if we were going to stop the show right now and I was going to listen to another one of the songs again, it would probably be that one. But I think I have to be in a certain mood to listen to that one. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm still a little torn between that and Run to You, but I think as far as hit potential goes, I think that one's got my
I wasn't
vote.
ready to cry, but it's a good song.
Yeah, Mike's good.
Yeah, I never looked at it the way that you're saying with a death, but now that you said that, I go back and think about those words. That's totally that totally could work as well.
Yeah,
So
and
thank you for that.
Because you want them to stay,
Yeah, and a breakup and a death. There's a lot in common there. The feelings that you have and the emotions, and I would go as far as to say this too. Like when somebody that you really love, or at least if you think you care about them at the time, they leave you. It's almost harder than a death because you know that it was their choice, and they're still out there, but then they're not with you, and that makes it difficult. Yeah.
That song is kind of, it's about what's going to happen here in a second. Like, I want you guys to stay with me. I'm having fun. So that you picked that one last.
And Mike's going to be like playing this all day. Like, I wish Chris and Allie was here. Just stay with me a little longer.
Repeat.
Well, we got to go now that you mention it.
No.
Yeah, I know. We're out of time. We're out of time.
Fast.
I know it does.
I was
It
like, an
does.
hour. Oh no, what are we going to talk about?
We can keep going.
So
did you have
so much, guys?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you had fun.
I did.
Now, was there anything that we left out that you want to bring up?
No, I think you covered everything. I'll just stress again, whoever listens, go after your dreams.